There's another thing I've been thinking about a lot lately in relation to my autism and reading the book Unmasking Autism by Devin Price, PhD. There's Dumpling over there, exploring, smelling her clues. Detective Dumpling, are you smelling for clues? Yeah. Which is, I used to be really good friends with this couple named Nigel and Allie. And Nigel I knew from when I was in high school, at least. He would come over to my boyfriend's house after school, where I was hanging out most of the time, and we just related on things like just having some trouble with family life, and also being kind of like quiet but like depressed-ish, sad kids. So we didn't like always talk about it and go in depth in it, but we did just quietly relate to each other really well. And that relationship was very like important to me and very like grounding and healing. But then when I got divorced from my husband, my first husband, there were some red flags that my current husband Ben was showing, and Nigel was basically like, I can't support you if you're gonna keep doing this. Like, if you're gonna keep going forward with this stuff, is kind of how it felt like to me. And then after that, we just never spoke ever again. And I feel the loss of that relationship like so strongly. It probably like informs a lot of my my fears of losing relationships and like the rejection-sensitive dysphoria. And the other thing is that his fiance, or possibly wife now, or spouse, Allie, knows a lot about autism from having a family member who was diagnosed with autism even back in the day, like in like probably the 90s, when a lot of people weren't diagnosed with autism, or you might have to be, quote, have higher support needs or be more severe to be diagnosed. And I feel like if I could talk with Allie and Nigel about the Unmasking Autism book and my diagnosis and my experiences, I feel like so many things they would understand and be able to relate to, and like so much about me is just reflected in it. And yeah, I feel sad about that. It feels like a missed opportunity, but there's also this aspect of like, if you mess with my husband, I don't know. It's like disloyal of me if I still hang out with you. So I don't know.